Hey everyone, welcome back to the Beauty School Bobbi podcast. Today's episode is so special, and I know if you watch this one, you are going to see me smiling the entire time because these two people are so important in my life and are two people that I just feel lucky to work with. So, Frank Fulco and Megan Goggins, who are on the Cosmetologist Chicago team, and they are two of the five people that are on the team that build America's Beauty Show. These two, I really feel, again, lucky to work with. I feel lucky to have them in our lives. They are both such huge supporters of what I'm doing in the beauty industry, what Mark and I are doing as a team. And just to connect with them and get some time to talk about America's Beauty Show, and to talk about what makes America's Beauty Show so special and so important was truly a gift today. I hope that you love these two just as much as I do. And when you think about who is behind the scenes of such a huge show, these two are a great representation of what that team looks like. Frank is the CEO of Cosmetologist Chicago, so he is the team leader. And he's not really the front facing person all the time. And so to get time on this episode to really hear from him about what he loves about America's Beauty Show, what makes America's Beauty Show so different. I think all of us collectively being able to talk about the heart and the love and the passion that is America's Beauty Show was really, really special. I think that this episode really gives a quick glimpse into what you can expect from the show. There are definitely some tips in there, but also talking about each of the events that are happening during that weekend, and what you can expect from all of those events. I think that if you were thinking about going to America's Beauty Show, or if you already have your tickets, or maybe you haven't been before, I think that this is a great episode to listen to so that you can hear more about planning your trip, what to expect from each of the days, and what is so different about America's Beauty Show. So I hope that you love these two just as much as I do. And I know that you will at the end of this episode. By the end of this, you are going to be hyped for America's Beauty Show 2026. You're going to be feeling motivated and excited for all of the things that are happening in the beauty industry right now. So I hope that you love this episode. Make sure that at the end of the episode, wherever you're listening or watching, make sure that you like, subscribe, sign up to be notified. There is a section on the Beauty School Bobbi website where you can write in questions to me, where we do an Ask Bobbi segment. And maybe if you send that in, you'll get to hear your question be answered on the show. So check that out. Make sure that you are staying in touch with us. Make sure that you're following along. So at America's Beauty Show this year, April 18th, 19th, and 20th, make sure you're following our social media. Mine is at Beauty School Bobbi, and then at Beauty and Style Network as well. We are going to be full coverage of the event. So you are going to see new fun games with the attendees. You're going to see interviews from Global Image Awards, and just all of the content from everything that America's Beauty Show is. And so make sure you're following along if you are not at the event with us. But if you have any opportunity to get to America's Beauty Show this year, make sure that you're there. We cannot wait to see you there. And I hope you love this episode. If you're a beauty school owner or educator listening right now, I want to share something we actually use inside of our school, Beautista. Placement tracking has become one of the hardest parts of running a school. Between spreadsheets, emails, binders, and chasing down employment updates, it can get overwhelming fast. And on top of that, marketing your school and showing real student outcome matters more than ever. That's why we implemented Beautista. Beautista is a portfolio-first career platform built specifically for the beauty industry. Instead of graduating with just a resume, our students build professional digital portfolios that salons can discover and hire from. Beautista supports over 130,000 plus beauty professionals and partners with schools across the country. At the same time, it helps us modernize placement tracking and keep career outcomes organized and in one place. It's not just a hiring tool, it's a marketing tool. When prospective students can see real portfolios, real engagement, and real career momentum, that changes the enrollment conversation. And beyond placement, Beautista hosts over 1,200 live free classes and mentorship experiences just this year with top educators and brands. So students keep growing, building confidence, and staying connected long after graduation. If you want to modernize placement, elevate your student marketing, and give your graduates a real competitive edge, head to Beautista.com and check it out today. Behind the chair, but ready for more? If you're serious about turning your talent into a real business, From Chair to Boss is for you. It's education and community built for beauty pros in their first 0 to 5 years and for students. It's the perfect exit course to help you graduate with a plan. Pricing, financing, branding, marketing, and the business tactics that make entrepreneurship feel possible. This isn't theory. It's built from Mariah Villarreal's real journey. She's a hairstylist turned CEO, founder of Pink Pewter and From Chair to Boss, and she's helped empower thousands of beauty pros to think like owners and build careers that last. You can take the full program or choose individual courses like financial readiness, branding and marketing, business tactics, and clientele building. And you'll also get the best part, the community, a place to connect, ask questions, get support, and grow with other beauty pros who are building their future. And you're invited to a free Zoom on Monday, March 30th. Fear is Keeping You Broke with Mariah Villarreal. Get involved at education.mariahvillarreal.com. Now back to the show. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Beauty School Bobbi podcast. I am so excited to introduce you to two of my favorite people and the two people that are really leading the team to make America's Beauty Show happen. So we are about a month away from America's Beauty Show 2026, and we are here to tell you everything that's going to happen and why you need to get your tickets today. So Frank Fulco, Megan Goggins, welcome to the Beauty School Bobbi podcast.
Hey, Bobbi, how are you? Thank you so much for having us on.
Yes,
Thank you, Bobbi.
Excited.
Pleasure to be here.
Highlight of my year is getting to work with you all at America's Beauty Show and on America's Beauty Show just throughout the year. There's so much planning. Megan literally just said that she just got off a call with somebody about 2027. So it is all kinds of like excitement about what's coming and then even planning next year ahead of us. So this year is going to be bigger and better for so many reasons. And I know that a huge reason is that this year there are a lot of brands coming to the show. I know a lot of people are excited to see what's going to be new, what's going to be different this year. So tell me about what you all are most excited about for this year and who's coming to the show.
Can I start out, Megan?
Please do.
All right. Well, first off, Bobbi, we love you. You do such great things for our industry. Obviously, you work with us and you do great things for the show, but most importantly, you're doing great things for our industry because that is truly in alignment with the spirit of who we are at America's Beauty Show and Cosmetologist Chicago. So right off the bat, thank you, Bobbi. Thank you to you and your team, your school, everything. You guys are the best. And we truly do love working with you. So what's new? What can you expect? I can tell you one thing that you can absolutely expect is you can always expect our very, very, very best effort to always bring you something that's new, trending, on point, and is going to help you thrive in your career. That is for certain. So we're very fortunate that we have some of our exhibitors and educators that are coming back that have always done a great job for us. And we're so proud to have such an all-star lineup. And then we have new exhibitors and educators coming in that we think are going to add to our mix and really add to the excitement and the contribution. I'll just start out with this. There's one thing that is new is that Aveda is returning to America's Beauty Show, as well as Bumble and Bumble. So we have two premier brands from the Estee Lauder Company coming back to America's Beauty Show and contributing, as well as we have a host of new brands in the Health and Wellness Pavilion, which are coming, and that's our sponsor there is Fruitful Yield. And we have so many wonderful world-class educators that are joining us to this event, which really does what we consider make it the premier education event in North America every year. So that's just a little bit from my part. Megan, what else would you like to build on that?
There are so many exceptional events, qualities, categories that we just can't wait to welcome you, for you to discover for yourself. But as we are continuing just to give some highlights, be sure not to miss our skincare. Our esthetician lineup is exceptional this year. We have Farmhouse Fresh, Dermalogica, Eminence, Hydrofacial, the list goes on. We also have Fruitful Yield behind our health and wellness pavilion. That is an absolute priority of ours, to be sure that we are offering ideas and solutions and products that continue to help you be your best and feel your best. In addition to that, we also have the She Leads Network. This is a brand new event. It is designed for women and has been also created by women to welcome women into open, honest conversations and dialogue in a very intimate setting. It will take place during America's Beauty Show. I'd love to showcase more and share more details, but we just have so many wonderful things happening for you.
It feels like a really big year. Now, America's Beauty Show has been around for how many? We were at the
103rd year.
103rd year, which is so insane. So obviously a staple in the beauty industry anyways. But what I love about working with this team is the way that it's like, okay, we've done it for that many years, but we're changing, we're evolving, we're adding in new things. I mean, even the health and wellness pavilion, like, understanding that when you're walking around, there are people that you can talk to about nutrition. Like you said, Megan, how to fuel ourselves, how to take care of ourselves. That's not something that's overlooked. It's like every single area of the beauty industry is met there. So whether you're a barber, esthetician, nails, skincare, you all put such an emphasis on making sure that you hit all categories and not just like, okay, well, most of our people that come to the show, are hairstylists. No, we're going to focus on other things. Like, we all are better together. We all can learn and grow from each other. And I think that you all making sure that that's all included is my favorite thing about this team. I mean, there are so many different areas. And like you said, the She Leads this year, like, coming in a big way that I know even this is the first year. So next year, I know will be, talked about, did you get your tickets? Are you there? I can't wait to highlight all of this just for what's coming next. I mean, you really hit all categories. So whether you're a beauty school student, salon owner, instructor, like, there is something for everybody in the beauty industry in this space. And to think that it all comes together over 3 days in this huge venue. I mean, there's just so much happening at all times. And I know that if you're going to invest in 3 days to get back to yourself, to grow your team, this is the event to be at. So I think that it's over 400 classes that are scheduled to happen in 3 days, which seems, if you haven't been to the show, I know that probably seems impossible. But when you see how many classrooms and just going over the schedule and being like, we want to be in here or we want to be there, there's so much happening. So as far as education goes, you all are with Cosmetologist Chicago, who puts on America's Beauty Show. And this is a space where the members of Cosmetologist Chicago can get their continued ed credits also. So all of the things that are taking place, I know that education is a big point. And again, when we talk about all the different areas, talk to me about the classes that are happening for those that are wanting to come, even if it's not to get your certificate. Maybe the state, I know in Tennessee, it's not required, but in a space like Illinois or other states that require that, tell me about the classes that are going to be happening there.
Well, there's so much to choose from. And Bobbi, I mean, you nailed it. I mean, every category within beauty is represented at America's Beauty Show. And we're very thoughtful and very intentional about that because our community is anyone that is a licensed beauty professional. So that covers all the disciplines. Mm-hmm. To your point about, or Megan brought it up earlier about skincare, one of the things that we've seen is the growth in the skincare category. Not only in the marketplace, but also at the school level as well. More and more students are becoming or interested in becoming an esthetician. So we've made a very intentional effort to grow the skincare portfolio and the skincare education. And I'll just start out there with, one of the things that our attendees can look toward is more education in skincare. And Sedesco USA is one of our sister associations that, we manage here in the U.S. And there's going to be a complete curriculum there. There's also going to be a certification opportunity there at America's Beauty Show to become a Sedesco certified esthetician. So that's something that we're continuing to look to expand and offer, more comprehensive education in the aesthetics category. Now, that's just one example. Mm-hmm. Same thing goes with the barbering category. Same thing goes with the nail category. Same thing goes with the hair category, the color category. Every category is intentionally and thoughtfully designed. And we're so fortunate to have, we have a small team. There's only 5 of us that are, full-time on board that produce the show, but we have a wonderful network of colleagues and partners like yourself, Bobbi, that support us every year. We could not do it without you. I just want to say that again. And all of our partners, we couldn't do it without them. But Don Wismers is somebody that's on our team that is now our director of education. He works with Jesse Marshall, our vice president of education and events. And they've done a fantastic job of just listening to what our attendees are looking for, listening to what's happening in the marketplace, social listening, like listening online to see what people are interested in. And our education lineup just continues to build every year. And we just honestly, I know this might sound cliche, but we just feel so blessed to be in a community that is inspired, that wants to share, that wants to give back. And that's really the beauty of the beauty business, is people caring about one another and wanting to contribute. So our education lineup, I could talk about each educator for hours. There's not enough time on this podcast to go through it all, but that's just one, thought, looking at skincare estheticians and then also looking at our broad portfolio. I mean, it's a very intentional design, and the app is probably the best way.
Okay, so if you are planning your trip for the first time, or if you've been to ABS before, I think it's so important to plan your schedule ahead of time because you don't want to miss anything and you don't realize how fast these days go. Even us working, 5 a.m. to whenever, like it goes so quickly. So I think planning ahead is key, making sure that you look at the schedule of classes ahead of time. Don't wait until you get there to decide what you're going to do. Like make a plan with your team of where you're going to be, when you're going to shop, what booths you want to make sure that you get to, because I think what happens is everyone gets there and they're like, oh, wait, like I didn't realize that I was going to see this influencer that I'm following. I want to make sure I catch them. I didn't know this brand was going to be there. I want to meet them. And so making sure that you schedule your time is so important. So I want to go through the days with you. So Saturday, you want to be at the ribbon cutting. That's going to happen at 11 a.m. That is such a fun event. Like that is when we are all dancing, getting excited, the mob of people rushing through. You don't want to miss that. That's your first chance to get into the booths first. So if you have a brand that you are like, I want to meet them, I want to go, like get there at 11 a.m. Make sure get there to be in line at 11 a.m. But make sure that you are ready for that. Go check get your lay of the land, find out where the booths are, where the classes are going to happen. Make sure that you're ready for that. So that's Saturday. And then Saturday night, we have the President's Party. And what I am most excited about, my favorite moment of the year, is Global Image Awards. The finalists this year, you guys, like when I saw on Instagram,
I have
the list.
Tell you, Bobbi, you are so on. We have some exceptional work this year. Exceptional.
Yes. It's wild. And to think that it's like the Grammys, like you're in the audience watching these people that you see on social media all the time. Maybe you followed their work, maybe you've seen the rise, but you're hearing from people, the presenters are just everything. Like it's always such a big deal to see who's going to be presenting, what's happening. And then they're accepting their awards. You get to hear directly from them. And dress up that night. This is the night that you get to wear those dresses that you never get to wear. Everybody shows out for Global Image, and it's a party after. We have the band, it's dancing, it's fun. Like, don't want to miss that. Megan, what else on Saturday does everybody need to be ready for, or to make sure that they mark on their schedule?
Thanks, Bobbi. You're doing an exceptional job of the highlights and just even rewinding back to the immediate main lobby. When you walk in those front doors, whether you are showing up on your own, whether you are bringing along a beauty bestie, whether you've been to the show before with your salon team, everybody is welcome. And the minute you walk through those doors and you hear that music and you just feel that energy and you feel those ABS vibes, just know that we want you here. So please join us. From there, the world is your oyster. The doors are opening. The brands are there. The educators are there. It goes on and on, as you mentioned, all throughout the day. But even when the show concludes for Saturday, then we head into the first round of the evening entertainment, which is the Cosmetologist Chicago President's Party, the Global Image Awards. And this is all included in your ticket. So again, put those dancing shoes on, prepare for a great time, and just know we can't wait to see you there. And then it starts again the next day. With Sunday.
Yes. And then Sunday, again, get your schedule ready for brands, for shopping. I feel like Sunday, here's my tip. I think going Saturday, scope everything out, find out the deals, like get everything. If you are coming back Sunday, make sure that you're ready to shop. I think shopping day Sunday is so good because you already have like your eyes on everything. You're saying like, okay, what is this deal? You're going to, so many savings. Like, it's insane. I love seeing people with suitcases, you guys, like not even just like toting huge bags. When I see the people that have come in and they're waiting in line for the ribbon cutting, they have their suitcases. I'm like, these are the pros. They know exactly what they're there for, who they're there to see. Like, they are ready for it. And Megan, I want to make sure I hit on one thing. If you are thinking about coming to the show and you don't have anyone to come with you, you will make a friend. Find us, you can come alone. And I think that everybody that's ever done that I've talked to is like, oh, I met you'll see them later at Global Image, or you'll see them out at Joe's, and they've made friends there because everyone's the same. Like, everyone is excited about the show, excited about the industry. You already have things to talk about. You already know them. And so I think that coming alone is completely fine. If anyone is on the fence about doing that, just get there. Don't worry about it. You'll make friends immediately. So Sunday, I think shopping, get all your goodies. And then Sunday night at Joe's Live, there is the Christopher Benson show. And we're going to talk with them and have them on the podcast to talk more about what that is. But Frank, I think that we all, like everyone that has worked together at ABS, had a collective cry, in the best way possible at Joe's Live last year. We all had a moment of this is us. This is what makes America's Beauty Show different. Tell me how you were feeling. I turned around and I looked back, and I actually remember seeing you on the balcony watching everything. Tell me what you felt in that moment.
I have to tell you, I'm going to try not to get choked up here, but it was a beautiful thing. And what was beautiful about it was just pure joy. A community of people embracing one another, enjoying the art of their craft with Christopher Benson up on stage and his, guests that were up there, but just celebrating what we do, how we do it, who we do it for, and who we do it with. And that was a room, that was like a big group hug. And I think the point that you and Megan have made, which we cannot emphasize enough, is that this is for you. Like, America's Beauty Show is your show. It is owned by beauty professionals for beauty professionals. This is your event, your show. So you're not coming alone. You're coming with 20,000, 25,000 of your closest friends. And that is not an understatement. That is the truth. So what I saw that night, I mean, it was beautiful. It really was. And I hope, I wish for everyone to experience that. I've been in the industry now for, oh my God, 35 years now, going on 36 years, and what I saw was something special. And I think it's going to continue to be something special because I think Christopher Benson, as an artist and as I would say a leader in our industry, really held the stage and held the audience in a regard that was of respect, and the audience responded, and it was just it was a beautiful thing. That's all I can tell you. It's a beautiful thing. And if anybody goes and you're not happy, find me and you can tell me if you're not happy. But I can tell you right now, it's a beautiful thing, and you'll love it. It's just a special thing. That's all.
It was not only so much fun, but it was, like you said, in the most simple terms, like a big group hug. It was beauty professionals that get to put their guard down for a second. They're not having to show up for their clients. They're not having to show up for anyone but themselves, and to understand that you're in a room full of people that get it without anyone having to say anything, without any word. Like, it is just, we get it. It is motivational. Like, if you were at Joe's last year and you didn't leave with a, like, I'm so thankful to be in this industry. Like, I have moments where I remember like Sam Villa and just like, watching Sam Villa on stage and being like, I can't believe that we're seeing this version of him and that we're getting it so real. And because it's a smaller venue, you feel like you're up there on stage with them. You really feel like you're a part of the show. And then they're throwing out like the things that were coming off the stage last year. I remember being like, ducking, but they're giving away so much free stuff. It's not even just the show. Like, you're getting free stuff. Whoever has that salon in their chair, like, if you're listening, that needs to be put in like an ABS museum someday, of the chair that was like, but again, we're passing, blow dryers, we're passing sheer, like, it was the best night of all time. And so awesome. If you're going to the show, you have to be at Joe's Live. And that's included also. It's 21 and over. I do know that. I want to send that out there because I know some of my students last year were like, we missed it, but it is 21 and over. But the most amazing night. So those two things back to back: Global Image Saturday night, Joe's on Sunday night. Make sure that you're there for that. We're going to get into like what to wear and do all the things because it's fun with the Christopher Benson show. It is wild. Everyone is in neons and just fun, like club clothes. Like, that's awesome. Also, like, who doesn't love an outfit? And then Monday, we go into Student Day. And I love this day. Obviously, it's my favorite day of the show. Monday is all about the students. And what I love about that is you'll see a shift in the, I think a shift in the exhibitors, a little bit of a shift in the educators, because they are like, I remember when I was there. I remember when I was one of them. So tell me about Monday and what you guys love about that day, what we have to look forward to on the last day of the show.
Well, I mean, we start out the day with a presentation from, one of our exhibitors to students, and it's the Power Hour, the BeautyCast Network. And they start out the day, talking to our students. But we get students from all over the country. And that's what's really, really interesting. It's not just the Chicagoland area. I mean, we have schools throughout the Midwest and even schools as far as Texas that come in to our show. So it really is a special time. But we'll start out the day with BeautyCast Network with doing a presentation for our students. And then throughout the day, there are many, many giveaways that we do for the students, because we know that, as a younger stylist starting out, budgets might be tight. So we have gifts for everyone that, while supplies last. So you've got to get there. We have gifts for everyone. This year we have It's a 10. They're giving out some free product. And then throughout the day, Megan has some giveaways that she'll be doing through the app, in which we'll be giving away like blow dryers and brushes and things like that. So there's that. And then in addition to the BeautyCast Network and the giveaways, there's education classes throughout the day, several hands-on education classes. There's the competitions throughout the day for the students, which are excellent. There's so much enthusiasm. It's awesome. It's inspiring. And then there's also the Value Center where students can shop and get exceptional values to start to build up their supply of what they need in order to succeed long term in the profession. So, that's just some of it. Now, in addition to that, we also have our new membership lounge, which we're going to be encouraging students to go to meet members of Cosmetologist Chicago, to start to develop a network. They'll also be able, in the same area, to meet the influencers that we have present at the show in order to take a picture and, obviously exchange information. But that as a student, that's something that I think that we can't overemphasize enough, which is access to learning leaders, access to educators, access to influencers, access to, management, access to brands that you really get at America's Beauty Show. Because again, we're a nonprofit. We're here to serve. And everyone that participates in America's Beauty Show understands this mission. And the mission is to serve our attendees. So if you're a student and you're in attendance, you have access to everyone. So if there's something you want to see or someone you want to meet or, you've always wanted to meet, find us. We will connect you to them. We'll walk you right over. We'll introduce you to them. And that's part of the beauty of Monday. And that's just, again, every question you ask, Bobbi, I could go on for hours because it's really a mission-driven event, and we're just here to serve. Megan, I'm sorry, you cut me off.
This is all fantastic. And I'm thinking about the listeners out there, and thank you for listening. And we can't wait to see you and come and stop by the show office and introduce yourself, because we will be there. As Frank mentioned, we're a small team and we have such great partners, and we love to be connectors and continue to connect you to everyone there. But if you are thinking, oh my goodness, there's so much information I'm receiving, again, remember, as we were mentioning earlier, and that the app exists. So please download the America's Beauty Show 2026 app. And also, if you visit our website, just the America's Beauty Show main website, you will see a link to the advanced program guide. And this is our show guide. This is an extremely popular tool that is loaded with all things ABS. So when we talk about the classes and we talk about the brands and the competitions, whether you're entering the competitions, which we encourage you, Headquarters Barbers is hosting the barber competition. We have nail competition. We have the student competition this year. So all that information is located on our website. But it's also located in the advanced program guide, which is a digital magazine. So as you flip through those pages, all of the details will be there for you. And then also fully loaded in that guide is the education. So all those classes that you can then go on and register for. But also remember, even if it's a last minute and you're not sure at this moment, you can still show up any show day and walk right in, and that it's still all there for you. So in order for you to take the most advantage, of course, we have highly encourage you to just see everything that's there for you. But remember that just show up, and you will be able to enjoy all that we have to offer again for you.
ABS has a way of just like things just happening. Like there's so much heart and love and passion in that building that just showing up is okay. Also, I'm just a planner. So I'm like, we need to check our boxes, but you're right. I think just showing up, you will end up where you're meant to end up. You will cross paths with people. And I just think the accessibility to all of it is what makes America's Beauty Show so different. And I think that just being able to understand that, yes, you're going, but this isn't like you're just going to, in the distance, see a brand or see an educate. No, like you're with them at all of these events. You're walking past them when they're coming off stage. And I mean, the education that's happening is insane. I mean, it's so all the time there is a stage with someone, there's like 10 stages at any given time with somebody on it that is teaching something, and you get to go up to them after they're done and say, hey, you mentioned, this tip or this thing, I want to talk to you. Everyone that is there, I have not met, and I can say this like in all honesty, there is not a single person that we have met at the show, ran into, gone up to interview that hasn't been just so open and willing to share their
Yeah.
knowledge. So it's not even like, even if it's not in a class and you see Popular Nobody on a stage, as soon as he's done, he's going to come down and answer your questions. Like everyone is prepped for that. So I think sometimes people have this idea that it's kind of in the distance, or maybe they're going to be not nice or not welcoming. So I don't want, no, everyone is like, please come talk to me. I want to share. I want to meet you. I want to grab the photo. That is what I love most about this show. And I think that everyone needs to be ready for that and just be prepared. And if you're shy, like push it out of the way, like get that confidence. That's what I love, Frank, about you saying about the student day, like buses. Like
Yeah.
seeing the buses roll in and seeing all of the students get off the bus, it really is on a day where it's like, okay, it's day 3. We got to get that energy. That energy comes the second that those students start walking in,
Yeah.
because all of us are like, this is who we're excited for. Like we are so excited to see them and to meet them. And I know when we were up for the press conferences here, Frank, you introduced us to some of the instructors from the Chicago Public
Yeah.
Schools. And I cannot wait to reunite with all of them. There is just so much good on these 3 days. And just the work that you're doing with Cosmetologist Chicago, even in the school system, you all are making a difference while running this huge show with such a small team. And I just can't say enough. If you can't feel the heart of these people in this organization, like you just got to get there to see it firsthand. But I know there's so much that you're putting into the industry beyond this. So I know, like I said, Monday, student day, like educators, like all of it, you have to be there. Like no questions, do whatever you need to do to get into that room.
You know, we're so fortunate in that the student community, participates at America's Beauty Show. And I say that with so much like humility and intention, because the energy that our youth bring to our industry, I think inspires our established artists, salon owners, that they see themselves in the younger stylist, and the younger stylist sees themselves in the older stylist. And this is where it comes back full circle to community and just showing up and being present. Because the beauty of this show, and I think of our industry, is the relationships and us all coming together. And I think, when you look at what happened with COVID, when everyone was, isolated, and so much has come out of that, just a lot of research about just anxiety and depression, and people saying, I'm insecure. And here's this community that comes together every year for the last 103 years. And something magical happens. And that something magical, it's a combination of everybody with intention to support and nurture each other. And that is what it counts the most, but you can't count it. And Megan and I are just 2 of the members of our team, of our board of directors, who are volunteers, salon owners, leaders in our industry. Everyone is aligned and committed to serve our attendees and our industry. And it's just, you have to show up. If you're a student, I'm telling you, I've talked to thousands of students, and they've said that, this is their first experience they've had going to a trade show or to an event, and they had no idea what to expect. And they walked in through the door and they were just like, oh my gosh, I never knew that our industry had so much to offer. And I am telling you right now, the beauty industry is a beautiful place to be. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to just grind it out, but you'll always be working. You'll always be loved, and you'll always have others to love as well. So it's just a beautiful thing, but you're going to have to work hard. And a lot of our students have said, oh my God, America's Beauty Show was the first real experience I had in the industry, and I've stayed in it forever. So come.
Yeah, and I think it really highlights the different career paths as well. And maybe you're somebody that is a stylist or has been a stylist or a barber or nail for, X amount of years and you're like, what's next for me?
Yeah.
What is my next step? This show really highlights the different career opportunities. I mean, you can go talk to a brand and talk about different, ambassador programs or education opportunities to connect with these brands as well. That it really is a way to say, you know what, I've been in the industry for a minute and I might need something to refresh or something new. There's a place for that also. So again, it just hits all areas. And again, we can talk all day about the way it feels in that room, but you just have to be there. And you don't want to have the FOMO of, I should have been there. I mean, there's always next year, but we got to do it this year. There's like no time like now to get there and to feel all of this. And coming back and explaining it, I'm like, no, you just had to be there. You just have to be in this moment. That is so special. So I know that this year is going to be, like I said, even bigger, even better. There's so many new things. And like you said, if you get there and you're like, what do I do? Come to the show office. Like the board is
Yes.
amazing. Everyone on the board is so great. And if it's like, hey, I'm here for this reason, we will get you connected. Hey, let me introduce you.
Yep.
Right? Like
Yep.
that is the thing that is probably said most at America's Beauty Show is, hey, hey, do you know? Let me get you connected. Like those connections, and we tell this to the audience all the time, but networking is the number one thing that I think everybody needs to be doing, no matter what stage of the career you're in. And again, like these programs like She Leads and all of that. I mean, there's so many opportunities to do that. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hey, beauty students and educators. I'm excited to share that Beauty School Bobbi is now supported by BeautyCast Network, your go-to career services and placement platform for the beauty industry. Free to schools, educators, and students, BeautyCast Network connects you with top artists, influencers, and educators who inspire and empower the next generation of pros. From webinars and newsletters to virtual career showcases, competitions, and scholarship pop ups, the platform is packed with tools to build non technical skills, encourage career readiness, and help students launch amazing careers as they approach their graduation date. Learn more at beautycastnetwork.com to help your students thrive and take their career to the next level. Now back to the episode. Megan, at the She Leads event, tell me who is going to be in that room. Tell me about the speakers that you all have scheduled, and just what that moment is going to be like. We were there last year for the first event, but really was a brunch to talk about what this means, to talk about what we as women need from the beauty industry. What is going to happen this year?
Thank you, Bobbi. We are going to have Tabitha Coffee as our lead moderator. We have an excellent lineup of panelists who are across all categories, also in the beauty industry. So I encourage you to visit us online, read up a little bit more of who's going to be in the room. It's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Monday. It is a separate ticket. It includes a lovely lunch, and I do want to be sure that I add that space is limited. We have intentionally created a small space. There are 100 tickets. So based on availability, the intention of keeping it small is so that we can continue to really, truly have these open and honest conversations, not only led by professionals, but just us as a group of women talking about topics that are personal, professional. Every day we're all working and achieving our goals, and we have dreams and we're aspiring and we're accomplishing so much, but we don't always have an opportunity to pause or reflect or share those ideas with like-minded people. So it's just a really unique opportunity to come together. We'd love to see you there. And again, I encourage you to visit our social channels and our website to learn even more about who's going to be in the room. And it's going to be another
So
special event.
many powerful women. And I
Yes.
think that to just feel like, okay, they get it without even having to go into like so much detail, to be like, hey, I've dealt with, this wall being put up in front of me, and how do I climb that wall? Or I've just climbed this wall. What do I do now? I mean, there's so much just understanding as women of what we're going through. And I love that America's Beauty Show has acknowledged that this industry is so female facing, so female focused. Like, we can talk about that. Like, that's okay to say, and to create a space for that where we all just understand what it feels like to be a woman in this industry, and we can share our thoughts and it's the greatest. And I'm so excited about the lineup that you have. And I just can't wait to see what this grows into. Cause again, this is the first year that it's really being opened up. And so I know that there's going to be a lot of good that comes out of it. And I also know that at the end of it, we're going to be like, I can't wait for next year. Let's make sure that we add this in and do this and that. Like, I can't wait for that part of it. But I know that this event's going to be really special. So really looking forward to Monday also, and to be able to make time for that. And that's why I said, you got to schedule. You got to make sure you get everything in, because on Monday afternoon, that show ends and we're literally on to next year. We're literally talking about 2027. So Frank, is there anything else that you want to add? Anything else you want to build some excitement for? What moment are you looking forward to most?
I tell my team this every year. I said, I want us all to picture Monday afternoon. It's 4:30, the show's closed, and we're doing the walk, and what is it that we want to feel? What is it that we want for our attendees, for our exhibitors? Like, what is it that we want to feel at that time when we do that walk? And I have to tell you, every year that we've been doing this together, we've had a great walk. And one thing that's consistent every year, and I will say it for this year as well and in the future, is this is really about a transformative experience. I mean, you can go to an event, any event. There's thousands of events in the United States, and they're everywhere. And there are a lot of great events. I go to them myself, right? So there's a lot of great events. But there's very few that you go to with a community, and it becomes something that's almost like, I don't want to say spiritual, but something it really moves you, and moves you in a way that inspires you, that really reminds you of what you love. And that's what we try to do. So I can tell you that there is thought, intention, and heart. And I'm squeezing my hands like this, okay? Because it really is a mission that we're on, to try to create an experience for folks so that when they leave, they're like, oh my God, I'm not quite sure what happened, but it was great. And I feel that I belong, and I can do whatever it is that I choose to do in this industry. And I'm not alone. I have a community behind me. So that, if I were to give you anything, I would tell you that that's the type of thought process that goes into producing the show every year. This is not just an event. This, to us, is something about bringing our community together. And if we're going to bring our community together, it's going to be the best one in North America. And I can tell you that much from our heart. So show up. We look forward to seeing you, and we love doing what we do for you.
Yes. Well, spiritual is like the best way to describe it, because it really is what happens. It takes a little bit to be like, I have to feel like I have to take a minute to process all of this, and just to know the good, to be surrounded by so much good and so much love. And that is just from your leadership and for the whole team. I know that that's where it comes from. It's real. It's genuine. This isn't something that we're just saying to plug a show. This is real. And it's exactly what anyone that has been there will experience too. Megan, what about you?
I cannot echo your words enough. There is so much love. There is a true dedication and devotion and passion that exists amongst every single person who is part of America's Beauty Show. Behind the scenes, walking the show floors, it really is a community. And behind the scenes, leading up to what's going to transpire April 18th, 19th, and 20th, is a complete display of hard work and love and experience to be able to bring you. We honestly, this team feels honored to be in the positions to be able to listen to you, to hear you, to deliver exactly what you hopefully will be able to take and experience, and then be able to continue to allow this to unfold in your lives. And so really that's what it's about. And also being on the marketing side too, and being the messenger here, I encourage you too, and to be able to tell your story. There's no better stage. Our team is constantly thinking of ways that we can continue to make this a win-win for everybody. Come, bring your phone, get your content. Brands encourage you to speak to all the attendees who are pros, and all the attendees, all the brands who are also just so experienced, and just there's a wealth of knowledge throughout, but it's also a really beautiful, aesthetically engaging and exciting environment to be able to create content, take that, share that, continue to put that out so that you can continue to connect with your community. But each and every one of you have a story to tell. And so we're here, in the words of our fearless leader and CEO, Frank Fulco, that we are the stage. We are here to support you, promote you, and help hold your hand so that you can continue to be the very best version of yourself. We so look forward to seeing you. And if there's anything more that we can provide, reach out to us.
Yes. Well, I love all of that. I'm seriously so excited for this year. So if you have not got your tickets yet to America's Beauty Show, like Megan said, you can still get them day of. If you start seeing everything and you get that FOMO that I know you're going to have, get those tickets at americasbeautyshow.com. It's April 18th, 19th, and 20th in Rosemont. So right outside of Chicago. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be in that area. We look forward to it every single year. We can't wait. Make sure you catch us. If you are there at the show, we're going to be doing, I don't want to tease too much, but we're going to be doing some really fun games this year. We are excited to meet you, to be more with the attendees, to spend time with all of you. We're going to be doing some red carpet interviews before Global Image this year. So get that fit, get ready, make sure that you find us. I want to see your outfits. I want to hear about all of the things America's Beauty Show. So make sure you find us there. You will see us with our team running around everywhere. So make sure you catch us there, and just make sure you don't miss this year. You are gonna want to be there. I'm telling you right now. Like, I already have FOMO for the people that don't have their tickets yet. Like, don't miss it. Make sure that you're there, because I know that this year is going to be something very, very special. So americasbeautyshow.com. Get those tickets today. Make sure that you are set. If you need advice, if you need tips on schedule, tips on how to plan, hotels, everything is listed there for you. But I can also share my secrets as well of where you need to be and when. But make sure that you're there. We can't wait to see you. And you guys, thank you so much for being with me today. I can't wait to hug you in person and be back together. I'm so excited. So make sure that you have your tickets. Make sure that you are following Beauty School Bobbi for everything America's Beauty Show. We are going big this year. Our content is going to be nonstop. We'll be posting everything that's happening. So make sure you're following along with that. Make sure you follow me at Beauty School Bobbi, and don't forget to follow us at Beauty and Style Network. We'll see you next time, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you, Bobbi.
Thank you, Bobbi.